basic knots there is. It's called a square knot. Looks kind of like a square, doesn't it? And it's used to splice two ropes together to make a longer rope. The brain-dead simple way to tie a square knot is to form a loop, take the other end of the line, stick it through, around the back, and back through again. You can always tell if it's a proper square knot because the loops will slip by each other when you do this. This is a proper square knot. If the rope sizes are different, you should tie it sheet bend. Form a loop in the bigger rope, then come out of the hole, around the back side, and instead of going back through here like you would a square knot, tuck it back under itself. That's a sheet bend. Whenever you need to tie a loop in the end of a rope, you should use a knot that sailors have been using for centuries, if not thousands of years. It's called a bowline, and it's one of the most useful knots that you can ever tie. Make sure you loop on top, not beneath, because if you do that, your knot will fall apart. So that's the way to start your knot. Then remember the little Boy Scout saying. The rabbit goes out of the hole, around the tree, and back through the hole. This is an incredibly strong knot. Whenever you need to put a loop in the middle of a rope, you should use a figure-8 knot like this. Looks a little bit like an 8, don't you think? Most people just wrap the loop around like this and tuck it through. That'll work, but you'll never ever get it untied again. So instead of just making one loop, go around twice. No matter how much tension you put on this knot, you'll always be able to untie it. Way before they had ratchet straps like this, truckers used to tie down loads with, guess what? A trucker's hitch. This is a very useful knot to know because you can put a tremendous amount of pressure on with an ordinary rope. Start by tying a figure-8 loop some distance from the end. Then run the other end of the rope through the loop, pull it as tight as you need it, and lock it in place with a double half hitch. Do that by running the rope behind and back through twice. If it's a temporary trucker's hitch, send a loop through instead of the end of the rope. Then you can pull on the end and release it instantly.